Hello everyone. Okay, I had a thought, so I'm going to do some diagrams. This is on page 456 of the chapter Coordination. It is the last paragraph before ending the battle. Let's read this paragraph and then I'm going to do a diagram because I know what he's talking about. Generally speaking, your task comes down to consciously breaking the rules. This can be done in two ways. Either drop importance and scupper the pendulum in the emptiness of your indifference, or still its sway by reacting in an inadequate manner. If you struggle with reducing importance, you can always stick with the second method. Any inadequate reaction to provocation is a gross violation of the rules of the game. Okay? So, let's talk about that second method. And then as we mentioned, in the first video, a pendulum is any structure whose particular features were created by collective thought energy. And pendulums are destructive and they feed off your energy. I didn't mention that that should have been a bullet here. Okay, so keeping that in mind, let's go through two scenes. Let's go through scene 1 of a day without reality transurfing, and scene 2, same scene, but with reality transurfing. So here is scene 1. Scene 1. Okay, so here is you, and this is 7 a.m. on Monday. You're driving to work. You're in your car. Here's your car. Here's you driving the car, right? You're neither angry. You're not angry or overly excited. You're just driving your car to work. But all of a sudden, this car gets in front of you, right? And you have to slam on your brakes and you're mad. Okay, you're angry. The pendulum is here, okay? And you're angry, your anger. You keep going to work and you think to yourself, people are so inconsiderate. How could he do that? What an idiot. And you keep thinking that, and you get to your work. Now it's 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m., your work. You struggle to find a parking spot. You say to yourself, why don't they fix this parking area? Look how far I had to walk to get to work. You get in your door of your office. Here's your coworker. Her name's Jody. Let's just call her Jody. You get in, you see Jody. Jody wants to ask you something. But she's not going to because you're in a bad mood. She can tell you're in a bad mood and you walk right by her and you pretend she's not there. And so she doesn't ask you and you keep going and the morning just drags on and then you have cold coffee and you say to yourself, cold coffee, and you say to yourself, why can't they make coffee? Why can't they make better coffee? My goodness. And then you go and there's lunch here, stale chips from the vending machine, bad sandwich, tastes like crap. Your afternoon drags on. Your boss is demanding. Your coworkers are demanding. Right? You get into your car at the end of a long day. You are feeling sour mood. Drive home. You get home. You have a crappy supper. You turn on the TV. And you complain about world events. You finally go to bed. Here you are in bed. And before you go to bed, you're in a bad mood. Before you go to bed, you say, I hate my job. All I want to do is travel and fish all day. That's what I want to do, and I'm stuck in this job. And you're saying, you know, if I just can have a house by a river where I can fish and I could travel, I would be very happy. This was a bad day. This was a bad day for you. Okay? Now let's look at scene 2. Same scene, but now we're going to use reality transurfing, and you're going to see how this scene is different. Scene 2. Okay? We are going to use reality transurfing. We are going to use the second method of stilling the pendulum. Okay. You are driving on the road, right? Here you are. Here's your car. You are neither happy nor sad. You're just driving to work. It's 7 a.m. on Monday. 7 a.m. Monday. Here comes the guy. He's going to get right in front of you. He's going to cause you to slam on your brakes. Now you feel a pendulum coming. And you know that you need to stop that pendulum right away before it gets its hooks into you. So you decide it's too late to reduce importance, so you decide you're going to use the second method, which is reacting inappropriately. Reacting inappropriately. And so this is what you do. Okay, you look at his license plate. Let's just say you're going to use that method. You look at his license plate and you see the first letter is a V. The first letter is a V. And you think to yourself, oh, you know what? Violin. I love that string instrument. And you know what I just remembered? That I have a whole host of CDs at home that I haven't listened to for a long time. They've got some beautiful music on it. It's got some Brahms. It's got some Beethoven. It's got some Tchaikovsky. You know what I'm going to do? When I get home from work tonight, I am going to find those CDs and I'm going to put them in my stereo. I'm going to listen to that music tonight after supper. So you're driving along thinking about that. Get a little smile on your face. Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm going to do that. Okay, you get to work. Find a parking spot. You open the office door. Here's Jody. Jody wants to ask you something. You're in a great mood now. Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm doing just great. How are you doing? Hey, I was wondering, there's this new restaurant that just opened. Do you want to go for lunch today? And you say, sure, I'd love to. Thanks for inviting me. Great. Let's leave around noon. Morning goes along. You notice the coffee's cold. You make some coffee for the office. Thanks for the coffee. Everybody's very happy. You made some coffee. Here's lunch. This is an amazing lunch because not only was it really good food, but you met a prospect. You met somebody, a prospective sale, and they gave you a business card. And they said, that sounds great. Why don't you call us tomorrow and we'll set up a meeting. Oh, I will. Sure, thank you. And then in the afternoon, your boss is excited. You told him about that nice prospect, and he congratulates you, and everything's going great in the afternoon. And here you are driving home, right, in your car. Oh, it was a good day. It was a great day. Drive home. You get home. You have a marvelous supper. And you find your CDs, and you listen to some music. You close your eyes. It's wonderful. And then, after that, you do your slides because you're in a good mood. Because slides are great if you're in a good mood, you can do your slides, right? Where are they? Oh, here they are. So you get home, you know, you have a great supper, you do your slides. Remember what we discussed about living in the goal? You do your slides. You go to bed. You're a happy camper. You had a good day. Because you stopped the sway of the pendulum. You didn't just stop it. That pendulum's gone. They went, what is he talking about? Or she, you know. And they left. They left the building. Elvis has left the building. Yep. Because you reacted inappropriately. What does this have to do with this? It has nothing. Nothing to do with it. But you found something to distract you, and you let it go. You let it go. You let the flow go. And you could do this with anything. Like, for example, if you don't have any, you can say, okay, G, you know, his first letter of his license plate is G. Oh, I remember when we went to Greece. I'm going to listen to those. I'm going to watch those videos when I get home. That kind of thing. And you can do this with anything, like, for example, like, like, here's a scene. This will be a quick one, okay? Here's a scene where you're worried about your bills. You're worried about paying your bills, okay? So now the pendulum has you here, and if you're following reality transurfing, you're saying, okay, it's trying to get its hook on me with the worry. So then you're going to use the second method, reacting inappropriately. Reacting inappropriately, right? And you think to yourself, okay, oh, you know what? Ducks have bills. You know what? After supper tonight, I'm going to go to the nature preserve because there's 2 families of ducks that are there. There's a mama duck. And she has lots of little baby ducks. And there's 2 families. And I'm going to go see if I can find them and watch them for a while. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. And so you go along thinking of that. You take a bath. You do your slides. You know, you're just going along with the flow. You go to the nature preserve, you go to bed. So you're kind of, you got rid of that by reacting inappropriately to something, because this has nothing to do with this. But you've changed your attention. You've changed your focus on something completely different. Whereas if you can, you know, if you're not doing that, you can just worry about it all day long. And then you're just in a bad mood, and then you're worrying even more when you go to bed, right? But as here, you're not worrying about it, and then it'll come, you know, something will happen positively if you're continuously thinking positive. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share that with you because like we said in the beginning, you know, you want to eliminate this. You want to eliminate all of this. And you can do this by being consciously aware of your negativity, of your negative thoughts, and switching it to positive. See how we did that? We switched it. We switched it from a negative to a positive. We switched it. You could be angry. You could have been angry all day long. But no, you changed it to something kind of cool that you were thinking about then. And then that resulted in all kinds of good things happening during the day. That resulted in you doing your slides, which brings, you know, you got to remember, if this is the whole goal. The whole goal is making your goals come true, your dreams come true. So by switching your attention to something positive, not only did your day go well, but then you've remembered to do your slides at night, and And you have no excess potential, no balanced forces, and you're that much closer to your goal. Practice. Daily habit. Make it a practice of doing different things. So we'll go through more stuff, but I just wanted to show you kind of what he means when he says in this book. Okay, let's bring this baby back up again. Okay, what he means when he says that any inadequate reaction to provocation by a pendulum is a gross violation of the rules of the game. Consciously breaking the rules. So you are aware that you're being caught in a pendulum's grasp. So I did do a video from coordinating importance all the way up to ending the battle, and I will upload that tonight, and then I'll continue with ending the battle. And I might, I should have started from the beginning of the book, actually. There's a chapter on pendulums, but I'm just going to keep going. I mean, you can create hundreds of videos on this delicious subject, but you're gonna see this video here later, and then we're gonna start with ending the battle. We might have more discussions and more diagrams as we see them. So thank you very much. Happy Saturday. Bye.